civics. The state can be understood as the constituent division which possesses a separate government. Conversely, union territory is a small administrative unit that is ruled by the union. India, a country located in the South Asia, is among the largest country in the world. It is a federal country, that is, here the power is distributed among the central and various units. When it comes to administrative divisions of the country, after the inclusion of Telangana, there are total 29 states and 7 union territories. In India, all the states and 2 union territories, that is Puducherry and Delhi, possess elected legislature and government. The rest of the union territories are controlled and administered directly by the central government. These states and union territories are further classified into districts which are subdivided into tehsils. Most people lack understanding on the difference between state and union territory. Comparison chart. Basis for comparison between state and union territory. First, meaning of the state. State is defined as the administrative unit with their own elected government, while union territories implies the constituent units that are controlled and administered by the central government. Relationship with center of a state is federal, while of union territory it is unitary. Head of executive of a state is governor, while in the union territory it is president. Administered by chief minister elected by the people in a state, and in union territory administrator appointed by president. Area of a state is large while area of union territory is small. Autonomy. States are autonomous while union territories are not. Key difference between state and union territory. The differences between state and union territory are explained in the points provided below. State refer to the administrative divisions which has their own elected government. On the contrary, union territory is an administrative unit that is controlled and regulated by the union government. States have a federal relationship with the central government wherein the sovereign legislative and executive powers are distributed between state and union concerning the state, whereas union territory has a unitary relationship with the central government, that is, all the power rests in the hands of the union. The constitutional head of the state is the governor of the state, as against the president is the executive head of the union territory. States are administered by chief minister elected by the people. On the flip side, union territories are administered by administrator who is appointed by president. The area of the state is comparatively larger than that of the union territory. The states possess autonomy while union territory doesn't. Conclusion. To preserve the cultural heritage and to better manage the affairs, India is divided into various states and union territories. All the states and union territories in India follow different cultures, traditions, customs, history and language. The size of the union territory is very small in comparison to a state. Athiropalli waterfall, Jetti Kappad. Kerala is a state tucked away in the southwest corner of India. The state is often referred as God's own country. Kerala has total area of 38,863 square kilometer and has a population of 33,406,061 inhabitants. The state is bordered by the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu along with the Lakshadweep Sea. Thiruvananthapuram, also known as Trivandrum, is the capital of Kerala, which is famous for the Kovalam beach, one of the top beaches in the world. The state of Kerala is divided into 14 districts. Each of them has a distinct character. Kerala has a history dating back to the Christian era, although the modern Kerala was created on 1st November 1956 when all the states were reorganized along linguistic lines. Kerala is different from the rest of the India in many ways. History was created in 1957 when Kerala became the first state in the world to democratically elect a Marxist government. The state has a strong presence of left ideology. It has the highest literacy rate in the country, lowest infant mortality rate, and the highest female to male proportion ratio. These facts speaks volume of the state, which is often compared to the society of the developed Western countries. Kerala, lovingly called God's own country, is truly a land of eternal bliss and a tropical Eden with the mesmerizing beauty of its sun-bathed golden seashores aced with abundant coconut trees, the zigzag rocky terrain of the Western Ghats, straggling plantations and paddy fields, the cerulean lagoons and the bountiful rivers and mighty waterfalls, fascinating biodiversity of its flora and fauna, the age-old heritage and tradition, bright festivals and dances, and elating boat races are among Kerala's prime attractions. Geography of Kerala. Geography and climate. Kerala is lost between the Western Ghats and the Lakshadweep Sea. The state has a total coastline of 590 kilometers. The state can be divided into three distinct regions. They are the Eastern Highlands, the Central Midlands, and the Western Lowlands. The eastern region of the state comprises of high mountains, gorges, and valleys, which are immediately west of the Western Ghats rain shadow area. 41 west flowing rivers and 3 east flowing rivers originate from this region. The Western Ghats have an average height of 4,920 feet, 1,500 meters above sea level, with highest peaks that reach around 8,200 feet, 2,500 meters. The coastal belt is comparatively flat and is crisscrossed by an interconnected networks of canals, estuaries, lakes, and rivers, which are collectively known as the Kerala backwaters. Economy. Agriculture contributes most of the state's income in the primary sector. Nearly half of the population of the state is dependent on agriculture for income. Rice is the most important cereal crop and staple food in Kerala. Other key crops are coconut, tea, coffee, rubber, cashews, pepper, vanilla, cardamom, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Major sources of exports are the traditional like coir and cashew, as well as marine products and manpower. In spices, pepper is the single most important product, with Kerala being the largest producer and exporter of black pepper. Cardamom and ginger are also exported. Fishing is another major industry in the state. Society and culture. Kerala is India's most advanced society in terms of education, literacy, and health. In fact, Kerala has the highest physical quality of life index too. The age-old wanderlust of the people of Kerala has taken them to virtually every nation on the face of this earth. The culture of Malayalis has a flavor of its own, though it is a part of the Indian and Dravidian culture. This has been the product of the peculiar geographical feature of Kerala. Bounded on the east by the Western Ghats and the west by the Arabian Sea, it had long periods of insular existence. This has resulted in the distinctiveness of their language, dress, culture and institution. Art and festivals in Kerala. Kathakali is the most refined, most scientific and elaborately defined dance form of Kerala. It is very exciting art form, demanding not only complete control of practically every fiber of the artist's body, but also intense sensitivity of emotion. It had its origin in the courts of the kings of Kerala. It is considered to be a synthetic art form, combining in itself the rudiments of its earlier forms like Krishna Attam and Ramanattam, with a highly scientific dance drama form. It is not folk but highly classical. Kalairi Pattu is the traditional 11th century martial art form of Kerala. It is said to be the forerunner of Oriental martial arts like Kung Fu and Karate. It follows a system as specialized and as intricate as the Jujutsu of the Japanese. About Gujarat. Gujarat, or the land of the legends, is one of the most important states situated in the western part of the country. Geographically bordered by the vast Arabian Sea and Pakistan province of Sindh on the west, Rajasthan on the north, Maharashtra with the Dadra Daman Union Dadra Daman Union Territories on the south and Madhya Pradesh on the east. Gujarat stands unique in its topographical as well as geographical landscape. Gandhinagar is the capital and Ahmedabad is the most important city in the state. The total area of Gujarat is roughly around 196,024 square kilometer, and the total population of the state stands out to be 60,383,628 as per the census of 2011. Being the birthplace of many Indian legends like Mahatma Gandhi and Vallabhbhai Patel, this place has a rich heritage of culture and tradition which glorifies the state. Summers are dry and hot, whereas winters are mild and pleasant. Monsoon usually trenches the southern part of the state, whereas the northwest remains dry throughout the year. Gujarat is ideal for educational tourism since one can get to learn different cultural traits of India here. The government of Gujarat is very active and there are around 182 seats for the Legislative Assembly. Earlier, Gujarat was under the Bombay state, present-day Maharashtra and Gujarat, but it was separated as an individual state in 1960. Geography and climate. Being situated on the western coast of the peninsula of India. Being situated on the western coast of the peninsula of India, the coastline is the third longest in the country with a stretch of around 1300 kilometers. There are three geographical subdivisions in the state, the barren as well as rocky Kutch in the northeast, comprising the famous Ran or desert of Kutch, the hilly region composed of small mountains known as the Saurashtra, and the Kathiawar. The main land starts from the Kutch to the river Daman Ganga and is filled with plain alluvial soil. There are few rivers like Sabarmati, Narmada, Tapi and Daman Ganga that flow through the state of Gujarat. The northern and eastern parts of the states are bordered by the mountain ranges like the Aravalli, Satpura, Vindhya and the Sahyadris. A significant part of the state is covered by the forest and the Gir, Panchmahals and the Dang areas are well known for the scene. These forests comprises of both moist as well dry deciduous vegetation. Some of them are thorny, mainly near the Kutch area. The climate of southern Gujarat is moist, whereas it is dry in the northern part. Rainfall averages between 33 to 152 centimeter annually, where certain areas like Dang accounts a rainfall of 190 centimeter. Being located on the Tropic of Cancer, the extremity of the climatic conditions are smoothened by the Gulf of Cambay and the Arabian Sea. Economy. Gujarat is said to be the most industrialized state in the entire nation, controlling some of the largest businesses of India. Manufacturing of textiles, chemicals, electrical engineering, vegetable oils, soda ash and fertilizers are done here in the state. Being a mineral-rich state, Gujarat produces 66% of the salt required by the nation and 35% of the chemical requirements gets fulfilled from the state. Ankleshwar and Khambat are well known for natural gas and oil production. Rajkot is the hub for engineering, manufacturing with industries for auto engines, auto components, CNC machines, forging and casting parts. Gujarat is well known for manufacturing and trading gems and jewellery. Surat is well known for diamond trade. Gujarat is also the main producer of cotton, tobacco, rice, groundnut, wheat, bajra, jawar, maize, gram, and thus the economy of the state is mainly agricultural. Dairying and animal husbandry is also a source of rural economy for the state. It is also the largest producer of milk in India as well as in Asia. Through the Amul Milk Cooperative Federation, the state is also a major producer of livestock, eggs and wool apart from oil, soaps and petrol. Tourism is also a fine source of economy for the state. The largest ship-breaking yard of the world is at Bhavnagar and Reliance Petroleum. A part of the Reliance Industries Limited is located at Jamnagar, which is the largest grassroots refinery in the world. Culture. Having a wide range of culture diversities, Gujarat is considered to be flourishing and vibrant with a rich cultural heritage and traditions. The state is known as the land of festivals and fairs. Other than traditional Indian festivals like Holi, Diwali, Dussehra, and the other Hindu festivals are widely celebrated here, like the Makar Sankranti or Kite Flying Festival, Modhera, Kuch Mahotsav and the Bhadra Purnima. Other festivals like Eid, Christmas and Mahavir Jayanti are also celebrated in the state with equal enthusiasm. Dance and music are integral part of the festivals and special occasions. Dance forms of Dandiya Ras, Garba, Garbi and Padar are famous worldwide. Folk songs and classical music are practiced regularly by locals as well as veteran musicians, and several ragas have originated from the state like Khambhavati, Lati, Todi, Sorathi, etc. Handicrafts in the state are a blend of modern as well as ancient influence and exhibit artistic yet aesthetic elements in them. Embroidery, wood carving, printing, jewelry as well as stonework are popular all around the world and represent the sheer culture of the state. Patola silk and Surat Jari materials for saris are widely popular all across. Certain special varieties of embroidery which are special in Gujarat are the Salama, Chalak, Tiki and Kangri. Abhala craft is the famous mirror work in the state where small mirrors are woven on the fabric, giving a glittering effect to the embroidery. About Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, literally translated as Northern Province in English, is a state situated in northern India. Lucknow is the capital city of Uttar Pradesh and Kanpur is its economic and agricultural and industrial capital. The state is surrounded by the country of Nepal and Uttarakhand on its north, Delhi and Haryana on its northwest, Rajasthan on its west and Madhya Pradesh on its southwest. Bihar on its east and Jharkhand on its southeast. The state is spread over an area of 2,40,928 square kilometer and has 75 districts. The state comprises over 199,812,341 inhabitants as of 2011 census, becoming the most populous state in the country. Uttar Pradesh has a number of historical, religious, natural and man-made tourist destinations such as the Taj Mahal, Kaushambi, Varanasi, Kushinagar, Chitrakoot, Lucknow, Jhansi, Meerut, Allahabad and Mathura. Geography and climate of Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has a total area of 2,40,928 square kilometer and is situated in the northern part of India, sharing international borders with Nepal. The Himalayas are located in the north part of the state and the plains cover most of the state. UP can be separated into three different hypsographical regions. The first one is the Himalayan region in the north. It has an extremely rugged and varied terrain. The topography varies to elevation ranging from 300 meter to 5,000 meter. The second is the Gangetic Plain in the center. It has highly fertile alluvial soils and a flat landscape which is dotted by numerous lakes, rivers, etc. The third are the Vindhyas Hills and Plateau in the south. It has a hard rock strata and diverse topography of plains, hills, valleys and plateau. Water is limited in this region. The state shares its border with the following states in India: Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Rajasthan, Bihar. The major rivers of Uttar Pradesh are the Yamuna, Ganga, Ghagra and Saryu. Other than agricultural importance, these rivers bear a lot of spiritual significance. The weather of the state has primarily subtropical feature. It experiences 4 seasons and has a humid temperate climate. Uttar Pradesh has a tropical monsoon type climate with variations in altitudes. The Himalayan region is cold while the weather is in the plain varies in different seasons. The plain has 3 distinct seasons. The winter season is from October to February. The summer season is from March to mid-June. The rainy season is from June to September. Rainfall in the plains is heaviest in the east, with floods becoming a recurring problem, causing damage to crops, property and life. Summers are hot and dry, with average temperature of 45 degrees Celsius, accompanied by dust-laden winds. Monsoon receives around 85% of the average annual rainfall of 990 millimeter. There is slight fall in temperature on rainy days. Winters are cold with temperatures dropping down to 4 degrees Celsius and fog disrupt condition in some areas of the state. Economy of Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the second largest Indian state by economy. The largest parts of the state's economy are the agriculture and service industry. The service sector includes travel, tourism and hotel industry, real estate, financial and insurance consultancies. The leading occupation in Uttar Pradesh is agriculture, where wheat is the principal food crop and sugarcane is the main commercial crop. Approximately 70% of the country's sugar comes from Uttar Pradesh. The state had localized and large industries, manufacturing products like steel, textiles, electronics, leather, cables, engineering products, automobiles, railway coaches and wagons, electrical equipment, etc. The state also has many small-scale industrial units. UP is also attracting foreign direct investment in the software and electronic fields, making Noida and Lucknow a major hub for information technology industry. Society and culture. The culture and the roots of the state's society lie in the roots of the traditions, literature, art and history of the state. Uttar Pradesh has a multi-hued culture which has flourished in the course of time. It has been blessed with much cultural diversity. The state has various holy shrines and pilgrims, places which are visited by devotees. The two pious rivers, Ganga and Yamuna, which flow through these states are mentioned in the Indian mythology. Uttar Pradesh is one of the top tourist destinations in India. The city of Agra holds one of the 7 wonders of the world, Taj Mahal. Varanasi is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the world. The Kumbh Mela takes place in UP where over 10 million Hindu pilgrims gather together to bath in the holy river. It is declared as the largest religious gathering of human beings in the world. The state has an ancient dance and music tradition. Kathak, which is a classical dance, formed, grew and flourished here. The folk heritage includes songs called Rasiya, which represents the divine love of Radha and Sri Krishna. Other folk dances or theatre forms are Ras Leela, Ram Leela, Nautanki, Khayal, Qawwali, etc. Religious practices and festivals are an integral part of the society and culture of the state as they are across India. Many festivals are celebrated here, irrespective of caste and creed. The most important Hindu festivals are Diwali, Holi, Dashera, Navratri, Eid, Mahavir Jayanti and Buddha Jayanti amongst others. About Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea is a part of the Indian subcontinent, is recognized as the smallest union territory of India. Lakshadweep means 100,000 islands in Malayalam and Sanskrit. True to its name, these islands are very picturesque and provide a true vacation for those who love beaches, water sports and seafood. The whole of Lakshadweep is nothing but a set of small islands situated near each other. It comprises a total of 12 coral atolls, 5 banks, 3 coral reefs and several islets. The location is near the Kerala coast and falls under the jurisdiction of Kerala State and Kerala High Court. Kavaratti is its capital and it is considered one of the most beautiful places in the Indian subcontinent. The Union Territory was formed on 1st November 1956. The state animal is the butterfly fish and the state bird is the sooty tern. The state tree is breadfruit. The languages spoken here are Malayalam, Hindi, Mahi and Tamil. It is a group of about 36 islands and has a total land area of 32 square kilometers, which is scattered over 30,000 square miles of the Arabian Sea. Out of the 36 islands, only 10 are inhabited and they are Androt, Amini, Agatti, Pitra, Chetla, Kadmar, Kalpeni, Kavaratti, Kiltan and Minikon. Representing the rich biodiversity of the region, the various facts on the islands enable one to accumulate a wide range of interconnected and sound knowledge about Lakshadweep. Blessed with an unmatched natural beauty, the exotic coral reef islands of the Union Territory is an interesting blend of scenic beauty coupled with more modern infrastructural facilities that draw several tourists to this place from across the globe. Geography. The geography of Lakshadweep is very interesting and beautiful. It has a variety of flora and fauna and rich vegetation. All the islands comprise coral reefs, incredible lagoons, perfect blue waters, and of course, shining sandy beaches. It comprises 36 islands, out of which many are isolated. The islands are located in the Arabian Sea and around 220 to 440 km from Kochi in Kerala. The lagoon area is around 4,200 square kilometer. Territorial waters around 20,000 square kilometer and an economic zone of 4 lakh square kilometer. The whole of the Union Territory has covered an area of 32 square kilometers. The climate is tropical and due to its location, the atmosphere is pleasant all through the year. The climatic conditions are very similar to Kerala. The temperature here ranges from 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. The humidity of the region ranges from 70 to 76%. Average rainfall is 1600 mm a year, with the major share from the southwest monsoon. The Union Territory has unbroken beaches all over the islands and the beaches are covered with thick coconut palms. The global location of Lakshadweep is 71 degree to 74 degree east longitudinal and 8 to 12 degree 13 minutes north latitude. The islands comprises 5 underwater banks, 3 reefs and 12 atolls. Economy. The islands provide for tremendous economic potentialities due to its incredible economic zone. Although agriculture is the main economy here, fishing too is significant. The people here also cultivate coconut, which is a major crop, and its cultivation has been regarded as the major economic means of the population here. There are many industries related to coconut cultivation. The industries here are based on the extraction of coconut fiber and its products. There are many coir fibers factories here as well. Most of the people are engaged in these factories. Fishery makes the island to rank first in the per capita availability of fish. Besides, there are various factories here. The important industry is the tourism industry, which can help them earn a big revenue. Society and culture. The islands of Lakshadweep have a deep tradition and culture that has existed since the old days. There are diverse traditions and customs. This predominantly Muslim area comprises folk festivals, dance and various traditions that are deeply rooted here due to its proximity to the state of Kerala. Many religious customs and traditions have been influenced from Kerala. The festivals celebrated here are Muharram, Bakrid and Milad-ul-Nabi and Eid-ul-Fitr. All the festivals are vibrant with a strong sense of integrity. The food here reflects the taste of people and their preferences. The local cuisine comprises sea fish and coconut. Coconut water is the most consumed drink here. People here prepare their food with the maximum use of coconut, which is very delicious. With lip-smacking seafood to spicy meat dishes, you are going to taste some of the most exotic dishes that you will find in India. Besides, you can taste the mouth-watering idli, dosa, rice, etc. Located in South India, Puducherry is a union territory known for its astounding beauty. Puducherry attracts visitors from around the world. It was a former French colony. History of Puducherry. The history of Puducherry dates back to ancient times. There is evidence that the Romans had visited the place around 1st century AD to go do trade. At the beginning of the 4th century AD, the Pallava kingdom ruled for a short period, followed by different southern dynasties like the Cholas, Pandyas, Vijayanagara and the Sultanate of Madurai. In 1674, the French governor Francois Marie transformed this small fishing village into a giant port town. There was intense rivalry between the French and the British in India, and many wars were fought but the French managed to retain power in Puducherry. Around the 18th century, the town grew considerably. Geography of Puducherry. The total area of the Union Territory is 479 square kilometer, and it comprises 4 small unconnected districts: Puducherry, Karaikal, Yanam and Mahe. Mahe lies in the Arabian Sea, while the other 3 districts lie in the Bay of Bengal. The largest sections are Puducherry and Karaikal, which are enclaves of Tamil Nadu. Mahe and Yanam are enclave of Kerala and Andhra Pradesh respectively. Puducherry districts comprise an area of 293 square kilometer, Karaikal 166 square kilometer and Yanam 30 square kilometer and Mahe 9 square kilometer. Puducherry district is situated about 180 kilometers south of Chennai on the east coast of India. Karaikal lies about 150 kilometers from Puducherry to the east coast. Yanam also lies on the east coast near Andhra Pradesh. Mahe is situated on the western Ghats near Kerala. Climate of Puducherry. This place lies close to the sea, which is why the climate here is warm and humid. The summer season experiences a rise in temperature that goes up to 38 degrees. In winters, the temperature is pleasant. The winter season begins in November and the temperature never falls below 20 degrees. The northwest monsoon is from July to August and again from November to January. The summer season begins from March and lasts till July. Tourists are advised to visit the place between the months of December and March. Economy of Puducherry. Most of the population in Puducherry depends on agriculture, and around 90% of the area is irrigated. Various crops are grown here like rice, ragi, cotton, sugarcane, pulses, bajra, groundnut, etc. The dairy industry here is also quite modern and earning from this sector is high. Fishing can be said to be an important occupation and there are around 28 fishing villages. There are many small scale, large scale and medium scale industries in Puducherry. About a major portion of the population here is employed in the industrial sector. The industries here manufacture computers, electronic products, pharmaceuticals, sugar, rice bran, oil, roofing sheets, leather goods, steel tubes, spirit, earth moving equipment, auto parts, etc. Society and culture. Puducherry is a typical Dravidian place where you will find a majority of people to be Dravidian. In spite of its French culture and character, the place is truly Indian. Although the original people are of Tamil origin, the district is comprised of people from various Indian states and foreign countries. You can experience the French culture even after decades of independence from French. It comprises a multinational culture and is cosmopolitan in nature. Exposure to different cultures has converted this small place into a very attractive multicultural city that has very distinct characteristics. The crafts that you see here are traditional and the famous handicrafts that you can buy here is the Puducherry Boman. The food here is simply delicious. The taste is truly international with a hint of local touch. The French cuisine blends well with the local cuisine, providing a totally exotic food flavor.